What's up, my beautiful people? Dilo here from Rincon Armas, back with another video. Welcome back to the channel. So, today's subject, again, my personal opinion, right? My personal thoughts and beliefs have nothing to do with y'all. Just something I like to go by, kind of like a guidance for myself. So, shouldn't really matter to you guys, but if you want to use it as a guidance for yourself, feel free. I'm not a lawyer. So just protect yourselves at all times. Today's subject is going to be on ammunition, right? How much ammunition should you have in case shit hits the fan? Yeah. Are there a shit ton of videos already out there? Of course, other people's opinions and ideas based off of their experiences and their life and where they live, and that's awesome. Let me give you mine. So boom. First things first. What you should be doing, in my personal opinion, is every firearm that you plan to use, you should have a minimum of 6 magazines for it, right? Fully loaded. Don't wait to load them until shit hits the fan. Don't wait till you're in trouble, government shuts down, whatever the case may be. Don't wait till that time, right? Go load your shit. Nothing happens to the springs. They'll be fine. Over years, they'll be fine. No big deal. Now, should you have a rifle? Yes, as I mentioned in my last video, you should have a rifle, you should have a pistol, and you should have a shotgun. And you should have ample amounts of ammunition for these firearms, especially if you have a family with you and they're going to be using it to help you defend or mitigate your movement around a bad scenario. Does that make sense? Cool. So I say 6 magazines minimum for a firearm that you will use to fight with, right? You should have a minimum of 9 magazines for that firearm. If you have an AR, you should have a minimum of 9 magazines. You should be training at minimum with 3. Rule of thumb, in my opinion, right? I use 3 to train with. I keep cycling them in and out as I'm training, as I'm running down the lane, as I'm running down the field, right? So that's what I like to do. I would highly suggest that if you can get more magazines, fucking get more magazines. Being that I have multiple AR platforms, I have well over 6 magazines per AR, right? Same thing for my wife. She has her AR. She has well over 6 magazines for the AR that she likes to train with and likes to practice with, which in our case would be her shit hits the fan gun, right? Now, pistol-wise, same thing. You should have 6 magazines ready to go, untouched, ready to go. Don't use those. Don't practice with those. What you should be doing is practicing with 3 to 4 magazines for your pistol. So yes, I'd say 9 or 10 magazines for your pistol. Especially if you carry your pistol and you're going to have a couple of magazines on you extra. Most people typically have like 1 or 2 extra magazines with them. You should definitely have at 10 magazines per pistol. That's a given, right? Shotgun, it all depends. If you have an AR, AK platform for the shotgun slugs, there's different sleeves and things you can wear in that instance. It all depends. For me, keep it loaded. Not one in the chamber, but I keep, let's see, I'll show you. I'll keep those 5 there. I know I can pop one out and load it. Now I have 5 ready to go to mitigate any danger or any, I'd say any animals that are really, really large in one of those scenarios. Now, do I think any of that shit is going to happen in our lifetime? No. But like I said, better be safe than sorry, right? So for me, I like to have at least 2 of these filled with ammunition, right? This one is labeled 9mm, labeled 9mm, great. For shotguns, boom. For rifle calibers, I have the metal. For my pistol calibers, I have these. I have 22s in here, so that's kind of like miscellaneous because I have pistols and rifles that are 22s, so that goes there. I don't even know what I have in here. I do keep one of these as a cleaning kit. That's a cleaning kit that has tools in it in case any of my firearms start to malfunction if I were ever in danger out on the field outside of my household. I live in mountains. I live in a 2A state. My guess is if anything were to happen here, most people are going to hunker down, then go out. But eventually, obviously, if you don't have enough food stored, people will start acting crazy. That just is what it is. We're human. We're animals. It is what it is. When we need to feed our own, we will go out and find it. It sucks. I know. Don't think like that, but always be prepared for it, right? And that's all I'm trying to say with this video. Get you a rifle, get you a shotgun, get you a pistol. You should have a minimum of 1,000 rounds stored for your pistol, 1,000 rounds stored for your rifle that you decide to choose. It doesn't matter which one it is. 1,000 rounds per caliber. You should have 1,000 rounds of your shotgun shells. Whether it's birdshot, buckshot, if you have different chokes for it, great. You may have different uses for your shotgun. That's awesome. You may have different lengths on your AR platform. That's awesome as well. Have 1,000 rounds for it. That's bare minimum, right? If you're going to use from that stockpile, that storage emergency, I would say go out and buy more. If you're going to buy 500 at a time, good for you. If you're going to buy 1,000 at a time, good for you. You should have 1,000 rounds that you are not going to touch, and think about it. You're not going to touch it for 25 years. That's how you should be thinking. I'm going to store this away in case there's a grave emergency in the next 25 years. I'm at a point where I'm collecting ammunition for calibers of arms I don't have. I say that because that's another kind of scenario. That's a whole other video, honestly. And it's called bartering, right? If I can trade off some ammunition that I know I don't need, but I know someone else needs it, let's see what they have to offer back in return. And I'm hoping that it will be the community. If anything were to happen in my lifetime, right? I would hope that be the community where people can trade things off. Because I know I have friends who have hunting experience. I'm going to need meat. I don't really hunt. I just like to shoot guns. So with that, I'd say get you a plate carrier, get your family some, or chest rig. I've got it on chest rig right now. It's not fully kitted how I want it to be, but it's work in progress. I feel confident I can run with this thing. It's about the equivalent to a weighted vest right now with the ammunition in it. Honestly, I'll take it, right? I'm okay with chest rig if that's your preference, because it's your time to go. It is what it is, right? I don't want to spend $1,000 on fancy shit and get clapped by somebody who's in a Call of Duty outfit or a Fortnite outfit. Those are the gangsters. They're going to be out there. They're going to be purging or whatever the hell it may be. So just be safe. Keep 1,000 rounds per caliber to the pistols and rifles and shotguns. Go practice with them often. So obviously spend some money on training. Get some training from actual legit people who can train you. And I'd say, like, stock up. You know, you never know. The media puts a lot of stuff out. The government puts a lot of stuff out. The media misconstrues it. We may misconstrue it. Sometimes you got to read between the lines. If you're fast enough, you might catch it and be prepared ahead of time. But there's nothing wrong with preparing, even if nothing ever happens. Just be prepared. Just be prepared. Speak to your family. Speak to your children. Prepare them mentally. Because if shit ever does go down in your lifetime, in our lifetime, we have to be ready. We have to be as ready as possible. No one's ever going to be 100% ready. I don't care if you've been prepping for 20 years already. You're not 100% ready. Right? There's going to be people who have bunkers that are not ready. It is what it is. All right? So have an escape plan. Have a hunker down plan to bunker in. Have a bug out plan. Have a bag for all those type of scenarios. And if you want to see more, let me know. How do we get into it? Right? How do we bunker down? How do we prepare for a bug out? If you want to learn more, just comment below what's the next video you want to see, what subject you want to touch. But just remember, go get ammunition, go get training. A gun is a gun. Go get you one. Peace.